Good morning, everybody. As you know, we've had a busy summer in the last few weeks. I have been talking a lot about Gather and Sow, the event coming this next Thursday. I can't believe that, at the Denver Botanic Gardens. And it's a charity for the food bank of the Rockies. And today I thought, let's tell you a little bit about what it's about and where the money's going and things like that. And John, or Jonathan, I call him John Knight, who you are the chef of the food bank,
Mhm.
and Olivia Van Gundy, who has taken on a new incredible job. The job's not so incredible. She's doing an incredible job of putting this together, are with me. Good morning, guys.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
And now that we were old friends before,
Mhm.
but I'm always so excited about the event because it's so beautiful and fabulous and just woo. But I mean, outdoor under a tent. But let's talk about the real reasons. And right now in this world, the food bank is in such dire need. John, first start with you. Give me a little bit because I really don't know about your background. Tell me how
Well,
you
that,
got, well, tell me how you got to be at the food bank.
well, I came up working in fine dining restaurants to kind of roast my bones and get in the industry. About 8 years ago, I left that part of the industry and I went working at the Children's Hospital, and I was working to make meals to feed kids who are fighting, diseases and who are stuck in the hospital. I thought it was an endeavor that was worth my time and worth my efforts, and so I did that for many, many years, and then through connection through there, uh, I learned about the job being an executive chef here at Food Bank of the Rockies. And so when it opened up, I jumped on it as fast as I possibly could. And then my sous chef was already here and endorsed me to be in charge. So thank her a lot. She hired me to be her boss, as we always say. And then I landed here about a little over 2 years ago.
Well, you've done okay, so tell me what you are doing now at the food bank.
So
I see you have a love of charity, helping
mhm.
people.
Yeah, so out of the community kitchen, we cook meals for after school programs for children around Denver and the greater Denver area. So right now we work with just north of 60 different locations through Boys and Girls Club, Denver Public Schools, a few other organizations. And we make meals every day that go out to these schools and are given to the children who are food insecure after school while their parents are working. I don't know who else parents, but if you have a young child right now, you know that elementary school gets out at like 2:30, but any normal job gets out at 5. It makes no sense whatsoever. So a parent has to rely on these organizations and these programs to watch their kids, make sure that they're safe. And so we provide food to these amazing groups that are doing this work of providing child care, child education for parents that don't have the luxury of being able to just pick up their kids as soon as school ends.
And this is 60 schools every day.
Every single day, Monday through Friday. Right now, we are sitting at about 2,100 meals a day. We fluctuate between 21 and 2,400 meals, depending on what the attendance is going to be. And then in October, we're working with DPS. We're going to pick up 13 more sites, and we're going to be close to 3,000 meals a day.
And they
And
lowered the money they're giving you for this, the
mhm.
federal funding.
Yes, we're federally funded, so we get paid back for every meal that's eaten. It's a bit convoluted, but so we make that many meals. If the children eat them, we get paid back. If they don't, then we eat that cost. Makes it a little tough, especially since I'm cooking for mainly kids that are in elementary school, and you know how picky those children can be sometimes.
Whoa, and the government's going to come in and see how much they ate.
Yeah, we report it. It's a lot of back and forth. We have a really great. I have an amazing team of unsung heroes who are doing the paperwork, and they do site visits and all the government compliance. Um, the lady in charge, her name is Cody. Her and her team are incredible, and they handle all of that, so I don't have to think that hard about it. They're some of the people who never get any of the recognition because they're
That
the ones
happens.
doing the hard work. So I always want to make sure that
So
they're
are you, and you don't get much recognition
oh, I get tons.
either.
I'm fine. We're good.
Okay, tell me, from my understanding, and people, if you're watching, these are not rehearsed questions.
Mm-mm.
I have no idea what I was going to ask because I didn't know all this. But
Mhm.
from what I've been told, you are doing healthy. I mean, you're not giving them a bag of garbage.
Correct. We are moving. When I first took over, it was a lot of pre-made processed food. We have eliminated majority of those. We do a lot of fresher ingredients. We are about a third of it is all from scratch, uh, which is fun. I know it's a large. It's not the largest percentage that I want. I want to get higher, but I do have a staff of 4 people. So five of us plus our amazing volunteers make these lunches. So I have a new untrained staff every single day, essentially, that my 4 people kind of wrangle to get a lot of this work done. Um, but we are also making things that are more fun. So we're doing some traditional children's food. We do make hot dogs and send out burgers and things kids like, but I'm also making other meals that are not kid friendly. They're not the idea this is a child's meal. Like I'm making ropa vieja from scratch every month, and I'm sending that out with black beans and rice and fried plantains, and we're having a great time. And the kids are having a wonderful time trying these things, which is I think a one as the
Absolutely.
people who are taking care of them, but also just excellent.
Okay, but you're welcome to jump in, Olivia, too. I mean, I'm fascinated, but what you're telling me,
Mhm.
okay, I think, and I could be, obviously I'm wrong. Kid goes from, a child, from 2:30 to 5.
Mhm.
I thought you gave them a banana, an apple, and a glass of milk. You are technically giving these kids dinner or a
Mhm.
meal
Yeah,
that they might have to miss altogether
correct.
if it
Um,
was not for the food bank.
yes. So we do feed food insecure children. So these are kids who are in a situation that they don't know where their next meal is coming from. That's what food insecurity means. It's not being hungry now. It's being unsure of where your next meal is coming from. So we deal with this with the children and take care of the parents. I mean, we have a situation now that have both parents working like crazy, still barely making ends meet. And um, a few months ago, I was talking to some of the parents that we feed, and I'm going to get a little emotional on this one because this was a big deal for
I'm
me.
getting emotional listening.
And I was talking to the parents, and they were talking about the struggle they had before getting into the program of looking at the night of how much money they have and deciding whether it's like, okay, do I feed my child, do I have food for myself, how far can we go, and like figuring out how do I pay this bill and how do I feed this beautiful child that's just in my care. And we were taking that stress off of the parents too. This is a whole thing of the family, because if the parents don't have to worry about how they're going to feed their child, but also the effort and the lost money that goes into trying to buy fresher food. Because if you can't get to it, you have a time limit to use those vegetables in something.
Yeah,
And going
but
to
they
work all
don't
day.
even have them.
Mhm. And so really going in there, making those meals, we do send a few extra out. We know that we have some sites that we'll send we'll have 25 kids at the site. We send 30 meals to them. Those extra 5 meals that we make them, which are individual meals, they'll go home with someone for a sibling that didn't have dinner that night, trying to take care of more than we can.
Good for
And
you.
so this is what we do every single day, and we have to.
Okay, you got me on that. But you said something before I go on, if I get myself together, about volunteers. Is
Mhm.
there a way that somebody could become a volunteer for helping in the kitchen, for example, like have every Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, or whatever?
Absolutely. So we have a really robust volunteer program. We survive by the goodwill of others. So that is the charitable giving, but that is volunteers as well. The volunteer work we have equates to about 60 full-time employees in the company. So that is a huge, huge benefit for us. To volunteer, if you go to our website, foodbankrockies.org, in the top right, you'll see a volunteer button. You can click that and it runs you through a sign up. We have a volunteer team that will be interfacing with everybody and help schedule. And then, yeah, you can be in my kitchen as often as you want. Come join the family. We have regulars who are in constantly. We have some volunteers that are here every day, Monday through Friday. It's what they've chosen to do with their retirement, and it is wonderful.
Yeah, I believe it or not, it. I'm not into packing boxes, but this sounds fabulous to me.
Hmm. Yeah, so
You know,
in the
I mean, a
kitchen,
way to give back
yes.
with, I don't want to pack a box. I am not big enough to lift the boxes. So,
Hmm. Yes.
yeah.
So in the kitchen, a lot of what we do for volunteers is we're sorting, we're counting. Like, I mean, the logistics alone behind sending thousands of meals out to dozens of sites every single day requires things to be really structured. So we do a lot of sorting, counting, labeling, and then we're portioning out meals to run through our machine to make individual packed meals. So what we do a lot with the volunteers. We do some mixing and some prepping, the big buckets, because on Wednesday, we are doing a street corn salsa that we love to make, that the kids love. And so we need to make 380 pounds of that today.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
so we're processing everything down, mixing big buckets of it. We don't do small recipes. Everything we do is, I need 120 pounds of this, 80 pounds of something else. And it's fun and it's wild to see.
Okay. Well, I did not expect this to go this way. So, and John has a table, an appetizer table, and
Mhm.
you meet him at the food bank's event if you are lucky enough to be coming.
Mhm.
Hit or pass. Much love for just what you've chosen for a
Thank
career.
you very much.
Olivia, let's lighten up because I'm getting really emotional too. Starving children certainly could get to
Yeah.
any, and even starving old people or adults. Olivia, tell us
Mhm.
about Gather and Sow, the food bank, and that.
Yeah, so we are just a little under a week away from Gather and Sow, which is next Thursday. And really, what this event is, it's about gathering our supporters, it's about raising funds for what we do. And it's really just a special opportunity for us to celebrate food, have amazing meals provided by these fantastic chefs. And it's lovely because we also get to share what we're currently doing. And we get to share more about our mission and why the community support is so important to what we do.
And there is a huge, okay, but the food bank itself, there is a much, always a need, but how many meals are you doing like a day and the need and what's happening? Because I know
Absolutely.
grants are taken away from all the public things.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now we are seeing the highest level of food insecurity um, over over a decade. And so, 1 in 8 individuals is facing food insecurity, and 1 in 7 children are facing food insecurity. So, that's really the need that we're trying to meet right now. And I know John can speak a little more to how many meals we're doing a day for
Uh,
overall food bank.
Overall, we send out through all of our partners. We have over 800 hunger relief partners that we work with in our entire network in Colorado and Wyoming. We send out enough food for close to 170,000 meals a day, um, which we are hitting about just north of 70 million meals a year coming out of our operation, going into our partners and our amazing partners that are working directly with the public and giving that out as well. There's so much more to do. We are looking at estimates of just north of 140 missing meals a year for everyone. So we're covering just under half of what needs to happen to stop hunger in our region. It's not solving it; it's just stopping it for the year. So we're getting there as best we can. But that's why events like this really mean something, because people are coming together to really support us and help us get towards that goal of really delivering every missing meal that in our network that is,
My recommendation when we get off of here is you should be the spokesperson for the food bank as well. I you
agree.
know I love you and I worked with you, but I had no idea, dead serious guys, of any of this. So
We have a lot of fun.
okay,
A lot of people come in and visit. Happy when people come in just to tour and
well,
see.
we are no, I mean it gives any lucky person who, I didn't like that food, so I didn't eat it. Come on. The realization of not of what you do only, but what's going on in the world and what you're trying to help. I mean,
Working. One of the hardest things to think about is that we do produce enough food to feed everyone. There is enough food production worldwide to give everyone really nutritious meals a day. The thing that we have is the inequity in access to food. We have places like food deserts where the money isn't going to get it there. We work a lot with those areas where we're sending out tons of food because we just don't have grocery stores moving in because it's not profitable to sell food to this smaller community. And then we have things like farmers who don't get paid enough to warrant pulling all the food out of their fields. Because, and again, you can't fault the farmer for wanting to feed their family and have their life too.
no,
But it costs so much to take the pears off the tree to get them in a bucket to get them out to somebody that they would end up going bankrupt trying to feed people. Then we have a bit of a systemic problem. And so while we are doing our best to treat a symptom, we are trying to solve hunger. There are a lot of foundational and root cause problems that we are also working on, and we are trying to help. We have fruit dehydrators out in the western slope that are taking extra fruit that we have, making it shelf stable to help hold that harvest and collect the food and get more out, trying to do things in a way that we can turn faster for produce. We have a fresh food center here where we take from all the large vendors in the area and all the grocery stores, all the produce that may be going bad or towards the end of its life. And we just give it out. We just want it to go to people. We just try and save it as soon as possible with every single, action that we take. We work with a bunch of different operations to try and help wherever we can. But there are a lot of bigger work to be done once we finally get to the point where we're providing enough meals. And so we have a long-term goal, and we have a lot of long-term goals and good work being done. I'm surrounded by over 200 insanely passionate people in this organization that work tirelessly every single day. And beyond, everyone works like crazy here and is so passionate about the work that we do that we're definitely going to get there. We are definitely going to solve all these problems and get there without a shadow of a doubt. We're going to make it.
well, I hope some very wealthy people, and I'm not being political, are able to see this and they could afford to help out a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not getting political because I'm not supposed to. But okay, with this brief but absolutely, I don't know, the most informative program I've seen or done or been part of. Olivia, the food bank event, Gather and Sow next Thursday. We have 4 sit-down courses. I'll let you go.
Yeah, so we kick things off with a happy hour in the gorgeous orangery space of the Botanic Gardens. We have 8 amazing chefs being featured at that happy hour, including John. So we'll have a happy hour, move everybody to a seated dinner, four-course dinner. We'll go through what initiatives we currently have going on, how everybody's support is really helping us to meet the need that we're seeing. We'll do a live auction and just really enjoy each other's company.
And make money for a wonderful cause. And I personally have to thank, these are Denver's top chefs. They're Michelin star restaurants, they're James Beard winners. These men and women just come, give their time, they're there, you'll meet them. They don't say no. And I mean, you know, we only look good because they make us look good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my line. Every time somebody says something nice, I'm as good as the 40 people who say yes to me. So, I mean, and how will somebody call the food bank to get involved? I know there's a waiting list, but in this day, somebody's going to get sick, so somebody's going to get to go. So please give that information.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are sold out at this time. We do have a wait list going. So if you're interested in getting on that wait list, you can go ahead and reach out to me at Gundy, VANGUNDY at foodbankrockies.org.
And to volunteer or to find out anything, you can go to foodbankrockies.org and find whether it's gather and sow or volunteering or donating.
Mhm. Yeah, donations are huge for us. This event is massive because it's a huge fundraiser. For every dollar that we get as a charitable gift during during events like Gather and Sow or just individual charitable gifts, for every single dollar we can provide free meals to our network. So in an event like this, and I believe like last year with the money that was raised from Gather and Sow, we raised enough money to provide almost 1 million meals to our network and to the people who from just this one event. And this year, I think we're looking at doing something very similar, hopefully breaking, getting to a higher number this year.
I have anything to do with it and could, yes.
Every little bit helps. It's one of those things where you really think that like a dollar doesn't go very far. It really, really does when it's put into the right hands and used properly.
Well, I can't thank you both enough. It's very emotional and very wonderful. And I wish I had another 2 hours to talk to you. Please like and subscribe to the Gabb, GABB / Gourmet on YouTube. I'm just plain old Gabby Gourmet, Facebook, Instagram. You'll see it there. You'll see me and everybody you're seeing here at Gather and Sow next Thursday. Please support the food bank. Please, if you can. The waiting list isn't that long, and I don't know, maybe we can get more people on. You two are incredible. It has been a pleasure to work with you, and I will continue to, of course. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Gabby. We appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you back. Have a great day. All right.
You too. Bye.
I'm going to